Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we've got another NHL slate we're going to be going over. It is a 10-game slate, so we have a lot of games to break down here. But before we get into the video, before we get into the recap, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. And you can also follow us on our social medias at BetsEarl on Twitter, at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. And as always, you can leave your best bets for NHL in the comment section below. All right, quick recap of yesterday. Did not go the way we hoped. Boston minus 145 fell in a shootout against Washington 2-1. It is what it is. Shootouts and overtime are a skills competition, and that one just didn't go our way. No big deal. Edmonton, that one definitely did not go our way. Plus 105. Edmonton losing 6-1, and just couldn't find any offense versus Toronto, which is playing lockdown defense right now. So, props to Toronto for shutting down this Edmonton team 3 straight games. San Jose and Colorado. Colorado gets the job done 4-0, but they don't hit the over in that one, so another L on our part here. And then we finally did get a dub with Arizona as they beat the Kings 3-2 last night. So we went 1-3 last night, 108 and 98, 52.4% so far this season. But we have 10 games to be going over in today's slate, so let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into today's slate, starting with the Philadelphia Flyers versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. Minus 121 for the Penguins, minus 121 for the Flyers, plus 110 for the Penguins, over under of 6 goals. And looking at this game, it's going to be Carter Hart versus Tristan Jarry. As for the sides for this game, I'm going to completely pass on this one. I can definitely see the Flyers winning this one, but I think at minus 121, as crazy as this sounds, I think it's priced a little bit too far out. I think this should be more towards the pick'em, and I think that this Penguins team, it's probably a team you want to fade right now on the second game without Crosby, but they have Malkin still, they have Gensel, they have Russ, they have Letang. They still got decent players. Their goaltending is a little questionable with Tristan Jarry, or it could be Casey DeSmith. And Carter Hart on the road is not someone I really want to back. Plus, this defense from Philadelphia, I don't really know where it's been this year. They're giving up 3 goals a game, which is 20th in the NHL. We were expecting them to be a much better defensive team like they were last season. That's why a lot of people thought they were cup contenders. I thought they were potentially a top 5 team in the league. But they really haven't proved that so far this year. But for the sides, it's a pass, but we're actually going over the total here in the Flyers and the Penguins here. I think these two teams play towards the over so far in the season series. It's 2 on Flyers, but it's 3 overs, no unders. These two teams, they score a lot of goals when they play against each other, and I definitely think you can see that again tonight. So I like the over in this matchup, and I lean towards the dog. I think if you want to play a side, it's dog or pass, but I like the over 6 goals for this matchup. Next, we have the Detroit Red Wings taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. And this is the line that I'm not even thinking about trying to bet. Minus 298. That is a lot to lay on this Carolina Hurricanes team. As much as I love them, and as much as I would love to fade Detroit tonight, I feel like the value is on Detroit. Overall, this game is going to be a complete pass for me. Detroit's not a team I want to back, especially against Carolina in Carolina, when Carolina is 6-1-1 so far at home this year. They are a dominant team. They're, as you guys know, one of my favorites to win the cup. So, I mean, and that puck line is a minus 120. No, thank you. If anything, I'd probably take that plus 1.5 with Detroit, but this game is a complete pass for me. I think it's just not something I want to try to go after today. All right, next we have the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Montreal Canadiens. Minus 156 for Montreal, plus 141 for Winnipeg. And this line kind of confused me. I think they're still pricing Montreal like they're a halfway decent team, which they've proved that they're not. the last few games. Montreal's been struggling. Carey Price, I'm projecting to be back in net tonight. I'm not a fan of Carey Price this year. He's very overrated. 6-4-3, 893 save percentage, allowing almost 3 goals a game. Versus Connor Hellebuck, I really like Hellebuck at net. This Winnipeg team has been secretly playing really well. 3rd in the league in goals scored at 3.36. 7th in the league in goals allowed at 2.64. They're 7 wins and 3 losses in their last 10 games. This Winnipeg Jets is a sneaky good team, and we're getting them at plus 140. I like this Winnipeg line. I don't know what they did to deserve to be a plus 140 dog versus a team that they've swept already, 2-0. It looked pretty decent doing it, other than that second game where I think they were outplayed by the Canadiens in that second game, but they still got the win. I like Winnipeg to get the job done again today. I think they're just the overall better team right now, and I think it's for the Northern Division. It may be number 1's Toronto, number 2 is Edmonton, number 3 is Winnipeg, and then number 4 is a big fat question mark. Maybe Calgary, maybe Montreal, not either Vancouver or Ottawa, but I'm going with Winnipeg in this game. I think they're the better overall team, and we're getting a great price on it. And not Carey Price. All right, next game, we have the Buffalo Sabres and the New York Islanders. Minus 186 for the Islanders, plus 167 for the Sabres. Over under of 5 goals. And I was low-key tempted on taking this under total. You're getting a nice, juicy plus 130 tag. Plus, these teams have not gone an over in their 3 matchups so far this season. 2 unders and 1 push on a 5 total. Islanders have won all 3 of these games. This game's going to be a pass for me. I would definitely lean the Islanders, but I'm not laying at minus 185. You guys know I don't lay anything past minus 150. So this game is overall going to be a pass for me. Maybe the puck line with the Isles, but plus 135 for a team that doesn't score that many goals on the puck line is not something intriguing. I know it's going to be probably Carter Hutton in net for Buffalo today, and the Buffalo Sabres are just not a scoring team right now. They're 1-8-1 in their last 10 games, or to the 1 over, 8 unders, 1 push in their last 10 games. They've only gone over in 1 game. I believe that's a 5 total in that game. So overall, this game's going to be a pass. I'll lean the under, especially when you're getting that nice plus 130 price tag on it. But this game is overall going to be a pass for me. Next, we have the New York Rangers taking on the New Jersey Devils, minus 115 for the Rangers, plus 104 for the Devils. Looking at this game, it's probably going to be Mackenzie Blackwood versus Igor Shesterkin. And I would lean towards the New Jersey Devils. They've really had the Rangers numbers so far this year, 2-0 on that one. Also, both those games have gone to the over, so I don't mind the over as well. Once again, these are just leans. I'm not going to be betting this game at all. This is going to be another one where I just pass on it. But I like the I lean towards the over, and I lean towards New Jersey as a home dog. The only thing that's really keeping me off this game is New Jersey at home is 2-7-1, so it's not a good home record, especially if you want to be betting them. So, I mean, I like Blackwood in net. I like this New Jersey team. I may pull the trigger on them later, but overall, this is a pass for me between the Devils and the Rangers. Next, this is definitely not a pass for me. We have the Florida Panthers and the Nashville Predators. It's going to be a minus 130 for the Preds, or for the Panthers, plus 118 for the Preds. Panthers coming in 13-4-4, 6-1-1 on the road. Nashville plays their better hockey at home. They're 7-5 at home so far this year. It looks like it's going to be Sergei Bobrovsky versus Pekka Rinne, but I don't really mind that matchup. I really like Florida in this matchup. I've already bet them. They are my 5% best bet of the day. I feel like this line should easily be a minus 160, minus 170, especially the way the Predators have been playing. The Panthers, I think, are the by far more superior team. Nashville has looked better as of late, but I guess that happens when you play Columbus and Detroit. So this is going to be a Florida Panthers spot all day long for me. Minus 130 I think is way too low of a price for this team. So I really like them at that minus 130 price tag. Give me the Panthers. With the potential on that puck line, I don't mind that. Plus 190 puck line. But definitely the minus 130 on the money line for that game. As we head to our final 4 games here, we have another one of these really big lines, minus 215 for the Lightning, plus 193 for the Blackhawks, over under of 5 goals in this game. Tampa Bay coming in 15-4-1, 6-3-1 on the road. This Tampa Bay team is coming in playing really good hockey. They're second in the league in scoring, first in the league in defense, 7-3 in their last 10 games, and they played really well. Oh, not to mention they have, I think, no arguments on this one, the best goalie in the league with Andrei Vasilevskiy. He's 13-3-1, 942 save percentage, 1.65 goals allowed per game. I think he has 3 straight shutouts. So I definitely like the under 2.5 team total for Chicago in this game. I think that's definitely a spot to look at. The way that Andrei Vasilevskiy has been playing in net today, or these last week, he's been unstoppable. I really like the Tampa Bay Lightning in this spot, but once again, minus 215. That's an easy one to steer me away from that team. I would lean towards maybe the puck line. Could be interesting. Plus 120 for that. But this game is going to be a pass for me. I really like the Lightning in this spot, but I'm not laying minus 215, even though I think that's a 100% correct line where that game should be. But this is going to be a pass for me between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight. All right, we have 3 games to go on this slate. We have the Dallas Stars taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets, minus 144 for the Stars, plus 130 for the Jackets. And I still don't think we can really trust Dallas right now. They're 1-6-3 in their last 10 games. They're struggling. I mean, so is this Columbus team. I feel like this should be lined more towards a pick'em. It's going to be Jonas Korpisalo most likely versus Antoine Khudobin. So that's going to be a interesting goalie matchup there. I like the dog in this matchup. I think these two teams are pretty balanced right now. I think eventually Dallas is going to get their game going. But I'm going to go with the dog in this matchup. I feel like this should be more towards a pick'em. So I'm taking Columbus plus 130 versus the Dallas Stars. Nice little underdog price there. I think they can get the job done. I think we're going to see a little bit more out of Patrick Laine today. Maybe a goal out of Jack Rostovich. So give me Columbus plus 130 versus the Dallas Stars tonight. And I like that. I like the dog price. This is just I feel like that's just a value play. Next, we have the Ottawa Senators and the Calgary Flames, minus 190 for the Flames, plus 171 for the Senators, over under of 6 goals for this game. And this is going to be another pass. I would lean towards Ottawa because they've really been playing much better lately. Ottawa is 6-4 in their last 10 games versus a struggling Calgary team. It's going to most likely be Matt Murray versus David Rittich and Nets. I would lean towards the over. I would lean towards Ottawa. I might end up pulling the trigger on Ottawa later, but I'm not as a official video pick. If you guys want to know whether or not I go with Ottawa tonight, I'll probably tweet it at Nicholas_Earl. If you want to follow me on Twitter there, I'll probably tweet that out whether or not I go and bet Ottawa tonight. But this game for right now is going to be a pass for me. As we head into our final game of the night, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Vancouver Canucks, minus 156 for the Leafs, plus 141 for the Canucks. And these are two teams heading in the opposite directions. Toronto has looked really good, 18-4-2 on the season, 9-1-1 on the road. Vancouver is 9-15-2, 5-6-2 at home, so they've been struggling a lot this year. They're 3-5-2 in their last 10 games, only winning three of their last 10 games. They're struggling. And Toronto coming off of a really nice sweep of Edmonton, shutting them out a couple games, only giving up 1 goal in that last game. It is going to be Jack Campbell versus Thatcher Demko, which Campbell's looked really good as well. He's 3-0-0, 951 save percentage, 1.33 goals allowed per game. Thatcher versus Thatcher Demko, 5-9-1, 907 save percentage, 3.06 goals per game. So far, Toronto has dominated this matchup so far this year, 3-0, with 3 of those games going under the total. I like Toronto in this matchup, and I'm actually going to be going Toronto on the puck line, plus 153. I feel like this is a great value. The way this team's been playing lately, I think they can easily get that nice 2-3 goal lead against this struggling Vancouver team. And I like the puck line, plus 153. That's a really nice line. So give me Toronto minus 1.5 goals, plus 153, versus the Vancouver Canucks tonight. All right, let's go over our plays for the day, and then we're going to head on out for this video. We have the over in the Flyers and the Penguins. We have the Jets at plus 141 versus the Canadiens. We have the Panthers at minus 130 versus the Preds. We have the Blue Jackets plus 129 versus the Dallas Stars. And the Toronto Maple Leafs plus 153 on the puck line versus the Vancouver Canucks. That's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. If this video is helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel down below if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. And let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the NHL tonight. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.